Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Hi, it's me, your friend Corey, and we're here with my beautiful summer dress, future summer dress. So I was working on it on Sunday. I did a lovely video. I gotta tell you about the mistake I made. So I was here, right about here. I only do 2 rows of these. For some reason in that video, I was doing a 3rd row. So I get to the end and realize I'm on my 3rd row of double crochet when it should have been single crochet. So I had to take it all out, put it back in, do this row, because that's my second one of the one, skip one. And now I'm on my 1st row of double crochets. Oh, that was fun. Got right to the end of that row in that video and I saw it and I was like, oh boy, I guess I'm frogging. But I mean, I already had this footage, so I went through it anyway. Anyhow, we're doing double crochet row on this one. I got 2 of them to do. And I'm super glad you're here, so let's hang out and do some crochet. Well, today is a day, yet another one, and I just am so attracted to this yarn. I really, really like it. So I thought I'd start my day off working on this while I sip on some coffee and figure out what I want to do on my 2nd day off of 3. Fabulous, can't go wrong with that. Yes, I have some chores, but I'm going to have a little bit of fun during the day too. Because I can. I'm just going to keep on going through these. So I'm only did a chain 1 instead of a chain 2. Because my first couple rounds of it on the other one, I noticed I only skipped 1 and chained 1. So that definitely is important, I feel, to keep the both sides to be as same as possible. Doing big differences in them will definitely disrupt the flow of the dress and won't look right. But it's looking like I have some major adjustments to do because the other side is so long that it drags on the floor. Oops, I only need 1 there. So that's kind of an issue. Not a bad issue, but still an issue. I'll have to figure out how I want to drape it. But I am getting quite excited because I don't think this one's going to take me as long now that I know what I need to know to get it done. I feel like I'm going to get through this one fairly quick because I do want to wear it when it gets warm. I'm really looking forward to having a nice dress that I could just throw on when I want to. Being that the rest are either very uncomfortable, wrong size, or are very stained and old. And I mean stained. And some of them I wore while I was pregnant, so they're a little stretched out and fit weird now, so it's time to do a little bit of adjusting. And right on through. All the double crochets. So I do recommend this yarn. I find it to be quite lovely. I find it to be soft. My fingers love it. And the shine and just the way it just feels phenomenal. Big cake though, 900 meters. That is a big cake of absolutely delicate, fine weight. But I really do like the look of it. It's so delicate and the stitches look so pretty that I think it's worth the extra effort. for something unique for a wearable. I wouldn't necessarily want to do this for everybody, but because I'm making this for something I want for myself, I think this kind of effort is worth it. I probably wouldn't make something for my kids out of a fine weight, just because, yeah, by the time I'm finished it, they'd be like 3 sizes too big. The kid, I mean, because the size you choose will probably not work for them anymore. So that is kind of an issue. Okay, 1 and 2. We go around 2. And we go 1, 2. Go around 2. 1, 2. Go around 2. And 1, 2, 3. Because we do the triple crochets in the corners on these rows, just to really give the drama to that corner. Because, I mean, we want the drama, don't we? Only in crochet, though. I would prefer no drama. That would be absolutely amazing. Now, see, that one is a skip. I almost missed that one. Because I'm so busy thinking about the drama. So I did find some matching hair clips to go with my dress. The purple especially, tiny bit of yellow. But the purple's there, so that counts. And in. So we go around the chains and into the double crochets. That does create a little more movement with the big pieces that I'm making, so the drape will be a little more flary and intense and noticeable. I think I'm shaking the camera, sorry about that. Oh goodness, let go. Don't do that. Let's get in there. So it went through all the separate threads and kind of pulled like 2 or 3, which creates a yucky mess like that. See, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So we do have to pull that one out. Usually goes better if I'm wearing my ring, which I've misplaced again. I had it, but I think that I put it down in a safe spot like the other one, and now I don't remember where my safe spot is, because that was last week, and I didn't write it down. I didn't do any of that stuff, knowing that I'm a little bit on the forgetful side for things, so that's fun. Usually I leave myself notes. And just like that. Go like that. One, 2, and 3. One, 2, and then 3 goes around. Yes, this one is very nice and relaxing. I do enjoy this particular yarn very, very much. As I've mentioned before, because I was really floored at it. I didn't think I was going to like it. I'm like, there's no way this is any better than anything else I've used. And it is lovely. It is very easy for the most part. I haven't gotten into where it starts to tangle in the middle and stuff like that, but we're getting there. I know it'll happen. It happened last time, so I just have to be very, very mindful of it coming out and how it's coming out of the center. Because that yellow had to be the center. There's no way that yellow would be the outside. I wanted it to be the center because it's so bright and everything else is framing it. Kind of like a frame, I guess. And just like that. And down through here. And we're at the beginning of the row. So I'm just going to tuck through here to join the row together. Just a slip stitch. And then we go 1, 2, 3. And to here we go. And we are doing the next row of double crochets. See, these rows aren't so long because we're still fairly small. But it was near the end, it was getting to be like an hour to an hour and a half per row. So that really does make a big difference when you have that many stitches. I couldn't even give you a guess how many stitches. I didn't want to count them. I still don't want to count them. I just know that it gets bigger and bigger as we go because we're adding stitches in certain areas. And it just ends up looking really, really nice. Even folding the finished side, mostly finished side, it feels soft, silky, super lightweight. Oh, it's going to feel so good to wear it when it's hot out. This is probably going to be up there with one of my more favorite ones to put on. I got a couple house dresses I like to wear. Well, they're not house dresses, they're just really comfortable summer dresses. I have 3 or 4 of them that I like a lot. And they're just very airy and comfortable, and that's what I like in a good summer dress. Airy, loose, and comfortable. No tightness. Tight stuff's always touching the skin and rub it on it. Just, ugh. No, thank you. Let me feel the air on my skin. And we're back into a corner. So we're going to have to do our triple crochets. And that one did not work out. So we go like that. Pull it through the first 2, the next 2, the last 2. And repeat. Go through 2, loop through 2, and loop through 2. 2 chains, you just pull through, pull through. Loop through 2. That only went through 1. Loop through 2. Loop through 2. Through 2, 2, and 2. Now we're back to right through this double crochet here. To keep the corners from sliding all over the place, we're going to make sure we get into that first double crochet. Well, we're going to have to get into all of them because this is double crochet on double crochet, which is one of the easiest rows in this whole thing. You're just simply putting it in to every stitch. And I don't like missing a thread, because I find those later They're sticking out, and I gotta figure out how to lay them down and try to keep it from becoming a snag later. You really don't want that. And right through here. But just a little bit of work on this, on the side of everything else. And I should be able to whip through this one fairly quickly. I feel like this time it's going to go a lot faster because I'm set. I know what I want to do. I know how to do it. And the first side is always the hardest for me because I'm always second guessing what I've decided. So that does make things a little more tricky on the first one because, you know, you got to go back and forth. And sometimes you got to frog to re-look at what you're doing. Maybe this row isn't going to work here. Then other times it's just smooth sailing. But the second side is just copying the first one, so it's just a basic repeat. And we're just going to keep on flowing. Because, oh my gosh, is it ever lovely. I love the way the stitches look. They're so clean looking. And I absolutely adore it. So far this one, as it was on the other side, is going wonderful. Yes, I made a mistake, but I already fixed it. So you can't even tell. Anyways, thanks for joining me here today at All the Crackers in the Box, and I will see you again very soon. Bye.